All right, so quick agenda today. We're just going to talk a little bit about our leadership, positions and committees, activities, goals that we have completed, and their goals, or I should say 2024 goals, 2025 goals, and some things that we are still looking to do moving toward the end of the year. Again, looking ahead, and some ANIA news. So just to give you an idea of the layout of our executive board, we have me at the top, President-elect Lori coming in. So excited. So excited for that. It's going to be fantastic. Our secretary, Amy, does a wonderful job keeping up with all of the notes and emails and all of that. And of course, Fran, who is, of course, our tech committee chair, who's going to be retiring. Oh, she's virtual. Oh, okay. There she is. Awesome. Okay, shout out to Fran, then, who's going to be heading out at the end of the year. So, we want to thank her, of course, for all of her hard work and everything that she's done throughout the years, of course. And then our treasurer and education chair. Yeah, thank you all. All right, so a little overview of our chapter. Wow, there's a lot of lines there. So this is just kind of the layout of how our chapter is assembled currently. We, of course, have the board of directors up top. We decided to kind of break out some of the roles based on the responsibilities. So, for example, we now have a role for social media who's they do the graphic design, the marketing, and some of the event coverage as well. We kind of tag team, when needed, but it was really helpful to have that extra person because that stuff does take quite a while to do all the design and send all of that information out. Of course, we have our tech committee and education committee, and those include all the hard work that gets done behind the scenes. We are going to actually be looking to fill additional roles. We're going to be talking about that at our strategic planning meeting, hopefully in November. We're thinking about, what else takes a little bit of time, and maybe the idea is not to create a whole vertical, but maybe we just need a job role for it. It takes a couple hours a month, something like that. So more to come on that. We'll be sure to announce any new positions or roles that will be opening. If you are interested in getting involved, that's a great way to do it. Again, going over some of our goals. So these are our 2024 goals or activities that we had achieved. Of course, distinguished chapter silver. We developed our initial strategic plan. We're going to continue to add to that. Of course, we had the podcasts that Constance did, and continuing, of course, through this year as well. I know those are going to be graduated to the ANIA National, right?
It is, yeah.
Yes, so we're taking it to the national in practice. And we're actually going to be looking to potentially develop our own rebranded GDV ANIA podcast as well. So for those to be a little bit more local. So we're excited about that, right? Perhaps. So I'm going to jump into our 2025. So we've received gold status, and that is thanks to you all for all the posters you do, the research you publish, a QR code that Diane showed you earlier. Submit, let us know if you do things, because that helps all of us out in achieving these distinguished chapter awards. Recruiting for member engagement. We're trying to be very present on social media and LinkedIn. If you have friends or coworkers who are interested in joining, feel free, let them know about it, tell them to join. If you have questions, reach out to any one of us. We're happy to help answer questions. We extended our chapter's collaboration potential. So we've actually partnered with DV Hymns, and we're so excited about that. Thank you so much. We are so very excited. One little line that I want to put in underneath here is we actually have a Top Golf event. It's going to be an in-person networking event. I know we haven't done those in a while. So it's going to be December 10th from 5 to 7:30 p.m. We're going to send out an email once the link is available to register, and that's going to be the Top Golf in King of Prussia. So get that right. Perfect. So again, really exciting stuff. Food, drink, all that fun stuff. Of course, enhancing professional membership programs and develop a sponsorship program, which we're going to continue to hopefully roll out in the next year or so. So thank you, Constance, for helping to develop that sponsorship program. So things like gift cards and, maybe have some more booths here at our conferences. So stuff like that. All right, again, this is just a little bit about our job roles that we had filled, social media, we talked about education, they're really heavy into the conference planning, the social hour again coming up in a month or so, right? I know you had the date up there. And our technology groups. So if you're interested in any one of these groups that we currently have, you can also let us know, and we'd love to give you information on how to be a part of one of those. We can always use people on our technology chair, education chair. If you're interested in social media, we can have, I'm sure we could split that up and actually, have more job roles just within that one section, because there is a lot to do there. And then looking a little bit ahead, events and activities. So like I mentioned before, continuing that podcast with rebranding. We had the virtual social hour in November. And then, was there some? And then we had the Top Golf event, King of Prussia, December 10th, 5 to 7:30. We'll send an email out about that. We still are working in our distinguished chapter. That's something that we have to keep up every year. So it's not just, we got gold status, good, now we're done. So again, any work you do, please submit that. That helps all of us out at the chapter. And then last but certainly not least, we have our call for nominations going on right now. So we're looking for a president-elect, and we have the treasurer position potentially open for next year. There's links that are on our social media and that are in emails. And feel free if you're interested, especially the president-elect position. We will be needing another president-elect for next year once Lori jumps into the president position.
They have until election day to self-nominate.
Yes, you have until election day, real election day, to self-nominate for our election. So please take a look at that. And last but certainly not least, we wanted to give a little shout out for the actual National ANIA conference occurring in Boston, March 26th to the 28th of 2026. That's going to be at the Boston Sheraton Hotel. And finally, we have our GDV ANIA Francis Cornelius Scholarship winner, the annual award honors. Again, leadership, mentorship, contributions to rising nursing informatics. This is something we did in the past, and I think we took a couple years off potentially from doing it, and then we offered it again this year when Fran, of course, announced her retirement. So are we announcing it now?
Sure. Do you have it?
I don't have, I know it's Allison Jurek.
I don't know. Don't look at me.
Allison Jurek? Allison Jurek. Allison, congratulations. So congratulations, we're so happy. Thank you so much for applying. We're so happy to offer this to you. So see you later.
And since I'm the treasurer,
there you go.
I'll connect with you so we can figure that out.
All right. Again, follow us on social media for all of the updates. One last thing I want to plug. We just also started doing a newsletter. So I think we're doing it, we tried it monthly, I think it might be quarterly we're moving to, but keep an eye out. That newsletter is going to have a whole list of upcoming events, so you can plan for those and all the links and everything. We'll also occasionally send out one-off emails, for example, the Top Golf event, and some of the education events as well. So thank you all for your time. I believe that was the last slide.